fellow humans. So, my video for Thursday, this Thursday, what you're seeing today is, I think I'm going to do a review on Area 51, The Reply by Robert Daltrey. I'm going to set the book right here. So, while I'm talking, y'all can see the book above me. Good? Good. I got my journal here for notes because I wrote down notes during this because there was a lot going on. Alright, so in the first one, in Area 51, the first one, you learn that there's a guy named Johnny who is going to Area 51 trying to let everyone know that the government is lying to them and that aliens are real. We find out, stop jumping please, we find out later on that he ends up passing away because the government does some stuff to him and they end up killing him, but they tell his mom that he committed suicide even though she knows and that Kelly, his best friend, knows that it didn't happen. She tells she tells Johnny's mom that it was completely worth what he did because now the world's gonna know. Sebastian, stop jumping! That the world is gonna know. Sorry if my camera shakes. My son is literally jumping and I can't control it. I'm sorry. So if you get motion sickness, I'm so sorry. Alright, so there was this thing called the Majestic 12 at Area 51, and there was a general called General Golic who was controlling everything. We found out in this one that, in this book here, that someone else was controlling General Golic and then Majestic 12, and they all ended up killing themselves, basically. Only one person did not die, and it was a Nazi operative that we brought over to help us build our aircraft and everything. If that sounds familiar to you, you know why. Because we did bring a Nazi over to help us get to space and everything. Before the Russians. Okay. There are some aliens in here. We call them the Areola because that's the name that we were given. Reynolds is helping. There's a girl on here named Reynolds. Kelly Reynolds, she's a journalist. She's trying to get Johnny's story and push it out and prove that the government was lying to everyone. Son, please stop. We found another computer slash ship called the Guardian. That's what we call it on Earth. We call it the Guardian. They have a home base in Eastern Island, and then we found out that the area have a home base in Atlantis. They have a home base in China, in Mexico. Please stop. In New Mexico, China, Russia, and Atlantis. Sorry for the interruption. Husband called me to tell me that he's getting off work early. So, yeah, that's cool. Anyways, the Areola are described as they were red-haired humanoid type things. So, they were breeded with humans. These aliens were breeded with humans to stay on Earth to figure out what we were doing. Sebastian, please stop jumping. I beg of you. Okay, so Sebastian, stop. I'm sorry. Okay, so we found out that the Areola have a base on Mars. So the Guardian is sending signals to Mars, and the aliens in Mars are sending signal back to Guardian and letting us know. The ones that are on Mars, they're called the Aspasia. So, another message came from Aspasia saying that they woke up and they're coming back to Earth. They said, now that you're ready to join us, we are keeping, now that you're ready to join us, we're coming. So, the Aspasia thinks that the war is over with the Cortad, which is another alien species that came down to Earth with the area, and Aspasia is the main stuff, basically. Von Skeet was the Nazi person we were keeping alive. I'm extremely sorry, guys. So, Von Skeet, we were keeping Von Skeet alive, the Nazi. Quinn, a government official who is working at Area 51, went to go talk to him because he was putting pieces together and found out that Von Skeet was still alive, and he wanted to go ask him some questions. And Von Skeet told Quinn, what makes you think that the person or the people relaying this and all this stuff is actually human? And Von Skeet thinks that aliens are the ones controlling everything. Star, we don't know what Star is in the book. Our president doesn't even know what Star is. It's very confusing, and there was a Russian named Von Kurt who thinks that Star is clones of the area, and that they are telling our government what to do. The Aspasia, we find out later on, are not here to help us, but are here to destroy the Earth because they think the war is over and they don't want the Quartad to come back. So, Mike Turkett, one of the people from the first one, he decides to take the mothership we have at Area 51 along with a bouncer, which is a smaller ship, to space to give Aspasia the orb and the mothership, because they want the mothership and they want the orb, and he thinks, I'll give it to Aspasia so they don't come to Earth and they don't destroy Earth, so I can save us. So Duncan and Mike are kind of together, a type of thing, you would say, because before Mike left, she kissed him. She like gave him that farewell movie kiss, like, oh, please come back safe type of thing. No. So, through the mix of all of this, there was a Chinese woman stuck inside of an ancient Japanese, or an ancient Chinese emperor and empress's tomb, and the Russians got stuck in there with them, but they didn't know about each other until they started digging a little further. Professor Nabinger, and Mike Turkett went to China to help them figure out what was happening, because Professor Nabinger can speak to the area. He can speak their language, and he can talk to the Guardian and relay messages that the Guardian has. He's the only one on Earth who can do this. So, bless you. So he figures out while touching the Guardian that is, or there's a, sorry, it's not a Guardian. There is a pyramid inside of this chamber, inside of this tomb in China. He touches it and he gets information that the Aspasia are coming down here to kill humankind and everything, and to take the orb. Can you, that guys? So Aspasia's not here to help the Earth. They're here to destroy the Earth. So that's why Aspasia is coming.
Hey!
We find out that there are some Foo Fighters going about. So in the book, the Foo Fighters are aliens. They're part of the Quartad. They shoot down the helicopter that Professor Nabinger was in. So we find out that Professor Nabinger dies. So now we have no one to contact Aspasia and tell us what Aspasia's thinking, which sucks. So that is in a nutshell of what Area 51, the reply is. I did tab this up while I was reading it. The green tabs are the Aspasia talking. All the other ones are just I didn't set a specific tab to the other ones, only the green ones. The green ones are the Aspasia, or the area. The other ones I just swap back and forth through the tabs that I have. But that, in a nutshell, is what this book is about. I'm definitely going to be rereading these books for sure. They are amazing and I love them, and I can't wait to continue on in the story because the story is so good and amazing, and it's very engaging, and it keeps my focus. I literally probably would have finished this in 3 days, but yesterday my husband stayed home and we had some errands to run, so I couldn't read the book. But in a nutshell, that is the review I have for Area 51, The Reply. If you have read this book, let me know about it. What did you think about it? Are you intrigued to pick up the series? Have you ever read anything from Robert Dotrieve before? Let me know. Talk to me down in the comments below. If you made it this far in the video, leave the alien emoji down below. And I will see you in my next video. Remember to be kind to each other. Always be safe out there. And don't forget to always go on your next book adventure. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
If I could begin to be half of what you think of me, I could do